Hello and welcome to episode 10 of 6 again with Finch. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce my podcast partner to my right, Hasna.
How are you, brother?
How are you, champion?
Yeah.
And we've got a special guest for episode 10, one of my other good mates, Flower. How are you, Flower?
All right. So.
He's not dressed up, he actually is a Melbourne Storm supporter. And we're going to review, as we always do, round 24 and preview round 25.
Let's do it.
Without further ado, what caught your eye for round 24, Hasna?
I'd say, bro, Reece Walsh.
Reece Walsh?
Yeah. He was on that night. Usually he's not on, or he gets his moments. But
So the rocks or diamonds, he was more diamonds than rocks.
yeah, well, only last week, but
Yeah.
but he did good, man. 40-20, I think it was. It was a great.
2 try assist.
2 try
Kick the
assist.
40-20.
It was good. Great performance. He was.
I
my
think
standout of the week.
when his team needed him the most, and
He stood
credit
up.
where credit due, yeah, Z.
Yeah.
They were down by 10 or 12 early in the second half.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. And yeah, he was brilliant.
Yeah, he was.
Even his goal kicking. His
Yeah.
goal kicking was perfect.
I think 94 fantasy points.
Yeah.
Important stuff.
Me and Flower, massive fantasy players.
Oh yeah.
My mate Hossam told me to buy him, but I didn't. Sorry, Hossam, I couldn't afford him. Hossam got 30 up there.
He was
I couldn't afford him. Look at that. They got a price rise. What caught your attention for round 24, Z? Flower.
Probably go Grant.
Harry
Yeah,
Grant.
Grant. He was quiet for the first half, very quiet, didn't run. Second half, he just took
He was
man.
quiet in the first
Yeah,
half.
first half, he just sort of was laid back, kicking back, seeing what's going on. And yeah, second half, he just started running bit by bit. And
Post-Origin,
Punch.
he's been brilliant. He's back
yeah,
to his
like,
best.
last year, he kicked off after Origin 3. This year, from Origin 2, he kicked off.
Yeah. Did that come, do you think, after the criticism he got from Origin 1?
Possibly,
when
yeah.
everyone was abusing the shit out of him.
Yeah, he had a shocker.
But he pulled it was a blessing in disguise, maybe.
Yeah, it was one of probably his worst games he's ever played. I've seen him play Origin 1.
Bro, I think I've got this round, it was Harry Grant's world and we're just living in it.
100%.
He's so smart.
Bro.
In relation to Melbourne, they lose a gun. What do they call him? The conductor, the accountant, Cameron Smith. And then what luck, bro? They get Harry Grant, who now is on that path. I know you're a massive
Smith,
Cameron Smith's the GOAT, but you're the
Look, his running game out of dummy half, he's getting up.
How mad was that? Looks like he's like junior league. He looked, they were just boom.
Yeah,
Unmatched, bro. He's unmatched.
Well, that's a great segue. Harry Graham is my 3 points for round 24. My 2 points goes to the South Sydney fullback Jai Gray. Did you see those efforts?
awesome, bro.
He saved 3 tries in 1 set.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was just.
Bro, he's literally 75 kilos. Flower.
He was
strong
just
kid,
dead.
man.
That is a perfect example for any young junior kid coming through. It's not the size. What do they call it? Not the heart of the dog in the heart.
The fight.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just effort. He's very effort.
He won that game for him.
Big effort. Yeah, 100%.
He deserves that fullback spot for next
I
year.
can't see them moving Latrell. Leave Latrell at centre or 5'8".
yeah.
Would you leave him at 5'8"?
He's world class at centre. In the big representative games, he plays centre.
You
I
agree, Flower?
It's a tough call, but I agree. I think the team would be better with Gray at fullback.
Mind you, he started as a centre.
Yeah, he was.
Start on the wing but made himself as a centre.
Yeah.
And all his comps are won at centre.
100%.
I think it'll be a better team.
For the dynamics of the
and
team.
I think there'll be less injuries for him.
Yeah, Turbo kicked off.
There won't be
Turbo.
too much kilometres that he'll have to run, and he can still pick his moments like Tommy does.
Do you think it's an ego thing with Latrell? He has to wear that number 1 jersey?
Probably.
Or does he want to justify that million? You know, they say what centre's worth $1 million. Then people start questioning his salary.
No, I think he'll get his money.
With the caliber of
think-
his,
yeah,
with
I
the
think-
caliber of him, bro. You
But the
can't-
dynamics for
can't
the
question
team
money.
to have Jai Gray, Latrell, Cody Walker fit,
Yeah.
and then on left Alex Johnson, it works mad if they stay fit.
100%.
Even if you go back start of the season, I know they had injuries, but with Gray there, they were going pretty good.
Yeah, they won 4 of the first 5.
Yeah, and when Latrell came back, he went to fullback.
It's all effort with that
They
kid.
put Gray on the bench. it
He's
didn't
like a
work out.
Connor Tracy, Dylan Edwards type player.
He's even
all
his
effort.
slider of hand.
Yeah.
Slider build coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Like on Saturday night, that game, to South and Parramatta fans, that was a bludger. It was the only thing keeping me interested was Jai Gray's effort. And I showed my young son the effort on effort. Like just in that one and a half minute highlight reel of him will epitomise how important he is to that team.
Yeah, bro. That try saver was not normal.
My 1 point goes to Daniel Tupou. we spoke last week about how good Xavier Coates is in the air, and he's still number one, his area prowess. But Daniel Tupou's been doing it year on year on year, and he's now number 3 in the top try scorers. He's closing on Billy Slater.
Fourth, yeah.
Fourth or fifth.
But he made Torlau and Crichton, your mate, looks very poor.
It wasn't even a matchup.
It just 3 times. Oh, sorry, 2 times, and that.
Yeah, it was a hat trick.
I know you're trying to forget about. Sorry, but we're going to call it out. Daniel Tupou. If they're going to continue with these rules, Flower, where you can't touch a kicker, that wasn't brought in for you can't touch the upper body. That was brought in when they tunnel in at the legs. Yeah, hasn't it?
100%.
But when they tunnel in, that wasn't. So when they're going up, if you touch them on the way down, they're giving penalty tries.
Yeah.
They're misinterpreting the rule altogether.
They need to have a review on this rule for next season, because it really disrupts the whole game. Like, what are they supposed to do at the end of it? What are they supposed to do?
It's stupid.
It's like the pressure on the halfback for 5th and last tackle. You can't touch or you can't go into.
They took that way.
Yeah, but like, this is a scoring opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, and if they keep it like that, what does the centre or winger supposed to do? What is it?
They said if it keeps going at this rate, put your house on Coates and wingers to score multiple tries every game.
And all they have to do.
For Melbourne, they got Warbrick coming back. That'll help them out.
Yeah.
Who else is a tall winger? Like Daniel Tupou, Warbrick, Nwanga Nitawase, our mate.
Great jumper, man.
They didn't even have to bomb to him because Tupou was catching everything. True. Imagine they start bombing the other side.
Which was smart for because he had Carez on him. Carez he's definitely better in the air than Tuala. So.
But who else has got tall? Bostock going back to the Dolphins.
Masbourg.
And you got like say a Katoa that can put it on a 50-cent piece.
Yeah.
No, you're going to need a tall winger that can jump if they keep this rule.
Regardless, short wingers or tall wingers, if
the rule needs to be corrected.
If they have those short wingers can jump just as high, and just one touch is a penalty try at the end of it, you know.
That's from memory. They brought in the rule a few years ago, and it was because the way someone will jump, catch the ball, and they'll get pushed while they're in the air.
In the end, they can't protect themselves, and how they fall on neck or something.
Obviously, make that a penalty, but if you're hugging him.
When they said the common sense, the common sense element, what Phil Gould's been saying on 100% footy is out of football together.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't.
Who's going to outjump Coates and Tupou in the semis?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're right. It's
okay. Go to Canberra. Canberra have got short to wing. Xavier Savage and the Stewart guy and new kid.
Yeah,
Penrith have got To'o short and Jenkins short. Exactly. Who's going to outjump him?
To'o's probably been the premier winger for the last 3-4 years.
Until now, they get
Coates made him look like a child. So it is something's wrong there.
I'll give Tupou my 1 point. Moving on to the Muppet of the week. What's the guy? Yes. Sorry, I know I'm a Canterbury fan, but got to call a spade, and I don't want to come across as too negative because I've given Ciraldo the benefit of the doubt. But this musical chairs and the chopping and changing and playing plays out of position, and the best Flower was just previously just mentioned it. Karaz is a right winger. On what planet, on what universe do you move Karaz, your right side winger, to the left, and we're getting absolutely annihilated on the right?
That's why I never wanted to interrupt with your 1 point with Tupou, because that was a mistake from Ciraldo.
But he's done that 3 times.
And mind you, those 2 times before, what were they? Defeats.
Yeah, of course. Against Penrith,
where
he put Montoya on the right, and against Brisbane, the second game when he moved him to the left.
And now Roosters. What do you benefit out of it?
0 from 3, but let's keep doing it.
What do you benefit out of it? I don't understand. And mind you, like, it happened multiple times in the first half. Bite your tongue, my brother. Swap them back over.
Bite the bullet.
Sorry, bite the bullet.
And bite your tongue.
Yeah.
And bite your tongue.
Yeah, like, but put down your
Swallow
pride.
your pride.
Exactly.
It's a prideful thing.
Like, you know that it was a plan all night for that right side.
But even if it wasn't planned, the plan was coming to fruition in front of you. A gun coach, Flower, changes on the run.
That's it.
Bro, Bellamy changes on the run. Bro, it happens so many times. You'll see players getting moved to nullify.
He axed Preston. He axed or Max King. Max King looked a bit off, but still, he axed these guys because they were underperforming. Brother, you were underperforming from your decision. Change him back to right side. I don't understand.
Forget the aerial prowess of Tupou, but like Karaz is a right winger. He holds the ball with right finger with his left.
Exactly.
His offload. His offload steps off the right, and offloads the right. So if he's playing on the left wing, what he runs and like, sorry, you got to be a footy nut and a tragic like we are to pick up on this.
100%.
So he's running that way to off.
His game's flipped upside down pretty much. Like, yeah.
And then I know Flower and Hasna. We say our first grade should play both sides of the field, but coming up now, they're not. They're predominant. It's muscle memory. It's tissue. It's your connect. He talks about connection. Him and Critter have got a phenomenal connection, cohesion, connection, whatever you want to call it.
Critter can look without passing, and he knows he's there.
That's it.
And speaking of Critter, did Critter not want to? The winger's job is to catch the ball, Tawala. Okay. Do you not want to block him? Do you not want to escort him? Push the guy. Giving away a penalty is better than a. Yeah. What would you have done, Flower?
He should have swapped that. Like, he knows the kick's coming. Crichton should have been smart enough to swap with the winger for the kick.
And him as a captain lead by example, or block his winger.
He's more athletic. Yeah, you can do the...
Like, even when we get caught off growing up in junior league, your coach will say, or Oztag, or friggin' touch. If you get caught offside, give away the penalty not to try.
As a junior, when I was playing rugby league, my coaches have always taught me to attack the ball when it's in the air. Or attack the ball when it's in the ground. Brother, he did not attack the ball. You would rather attack the ball and get a knock on or cause a penalty than them getting a guaranteed 4-pointer. You know, it was just...
It was so frustrating, hey?
Yeah.
Well, sorry. It was frustrating for us. I was saying, you as a neutral fan, you could see it a mile away.
Yeah, I could see it from a Dogs fan's perspective.
No, like what's going on? Did he...
Look, I've never seen a coach like this.
In relation to the musical chairs or what?
All of it.
Yeah.
Give that team to any other coach in the NRL. Even Bellamy, I don't think he makes the 8. Probably just gets into the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Serrado somehow had him leading the comp for 17, 18 rounds.
13 rounds.
Yeah.
But like he's doing a very good job that way in that perspective. But then his selections and
okay. You're doing a brilliant job, but you can do better. Like
that's what I'm saying. Then he does stuff like that where
and you're going, you scratch your head.
Yeah, it's very.
And Gus scored. Flower raised a good point, and we've been saying this from episodes 1 to 9. We're giving him the benefit out. If you gave any Bulldog fan third spot after round 24, you take its mum.
Mm.
But now we can see the team is capable. They've got a good side. Flower has not. We know, but I'm saying for you, you've got a good side, and you can do better. Why are you messing with it now?
That's it.
Why is he Gus good? The state-of-the-art facilities. Any signing he wants.
I understand the Galvin swap. That was more than needed. Because
for the attack, for the points.
Yeah. But just changing around the wingers for most important part of the season, and on top of that, changing the spine around again with the hooker. With Marnie. When you know Marnie is guaranteed 50 tackles a game, all effort on effort areas, and you know that he's going to leave nothing but blood, sweat and tears on the field for that jersey.
There's no problem interchanging him. But on one token, they say Jamin Salmon Flower does all the dirty work in the first 20, 30 minutes. Okay? Just go with it.
I accept that, I'll accept that. But
the Reed Marnie, the dog in Reed Marnie, he's got bigger heart and bigger balls than the whole side.
He does most dirty work in the whole
Put him on for the first 30 and then bring on Haywood.
Yeah.
But Haywood's...
I could accept it. I could accept the change of Haywood going to be a hooker, but not now. Do what's working for you.
You need to start with Reed Marnie.
Yeah, Reed Marnie. Have Haywood starting at hooker get him a whole preseason. He needs a whole preseason. All right, mind you, he maybe be training hooker at training, but it's different.
Game day scenario, game time, experience on the field against opposition that's running 100. Even when they do training, they're running at 50. They got collar bibs and this guy's pink shirt at 50%.
Yeah, and he's played lock most part of the season.
With perfect segue. Keep going. We've got time and time again the Bulldogs pack get bashed up. Okay, the versatility and that in the day game when you're throwing the ball around, but we've been exposed now time and time again against bigger sides. Last year with Manly, Cowboys and Manly again, 3 on the trot with the small forwards, and now every time we come up against a bigger pack, they're getting smashed in the middle because we've got 4 locks and not enough props.
That's right.
Well, do props not win big games?
100%.
So you've got Kurtman. Kurtman's one of my favourites.
I can't believe he's not starting lock.
Kurtman, Jamin Salmon, Josh Curran, and Bailey Hayward. You got 4 locks and 2 props.
Yeah. Now it's 3 locks with 2 hookers, which doesn't make sense.
And this, I guarantee, I'm not a brain surgeon, but I'll guarantee this Friday there was going to be multiple changes. Satili into Curran might get dropped. They've got DSF.
I see DSF coming in.
But he in the thing, or did he name a normal team? Or did
he named the team exactly as per program. So but he's got Satili, Fafita, Montoya will come in, and even they said Jake Turpin might come in. Jake Turpin to come in.
Is he on the extended?
Yes. So again,
Free hookers.
No, Marnie. The rumour is Marnie and Curran getting dropped.
Marnie completely gone.
Again,
Turpin had a good game
I don't
there.
think Curran will
that one game he played, he was going really good. And then he hooked him.
I remember I liked him against Brisbane.
Yeah, they hooked him, but we didn't see him again.
I don't think Curran will get dropped, but we'll get to that later anyway.
I don't know. They put last week we spoke about they put the Demons to bed about playing in the wet. They haven't put the Demons to bed about playing a bigger, stronger pack.
No, of course not.
And we got Melbourne this week.
Yeah, Manly have been depleted all season.
Yeah, but I'm saying now with the...
So it wasn't like, as it wasn't a really wow performance, or it shouldn't be like...
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the wet, the Demon to bed in the wet against the Warriors.
Yeah.
They can play in the wet when they want it, okay? Yeah. But the Demon against the bigger sides, if it wasn't for Matt Burton, Flower, we won't get out of a half.
Well, speaking about that journal, what's it called? Shamas?
Shamas?
Yeah. Oh, bro, what? That should be your mopper of the week.
Why?
Did you hear him on Triple M?
No, sorry.
He said Burton had a crapping game. He didn't deliver.
A crap game?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Burton, forget the intercept. If it wasn't for Burton, they won't get out of their half.
That's what I was.
His kicking game?
They'll probably stay on 0.
I think I heard that when he said when Burton's on, the whole team's on.
Yeah, but Burton was probably only played good out of the team last week.
You know, Flower and Hasner, if your forwards are not going forward, the half will look pathetic.
Exactly. No, he still looked alright, but that's the thing.
Just say he's right, but you blame the forwards.
No, they got dominated, absolutely smashed.
I don't know. And again, like I said, multiple mass changes come Friday at 7 p.m.
It's just a stupid most important part of the season, and this is all happening now. Like at the end of the day, the derailing looks like it's going to come from him if he keeps going.
I think Xavier Coates, even with Carraz there, or Carraz will jump, but Xavier Coates will have a field day.
Oh yeah, 100% Storm will be kicking.
And then Munster and Pezza have been putting it on a dime for him.
And then you've got Katoa as well on the other side. So
Eli Katoa will come up against... Kika better be marking up on Katoa.
Eli Katoa is probably the top 2 jumpers in the game.
Coates, Tupou and Eli Katoa, you're right.
Straight out.
Yeah, so they'll be kicking 100%, they'll be kicking.
Surely they've done some work about blocking and escorting.
They have to.
So us novices can see it, but the guy on 900 grand...
This week's game is not all about Melbourne, like as in to shut down Melbourne. I think it's their own performances because of what happened last week. But we'll review the game.
I'll give you one thing. Dogs do have a good record against Melbourne. They've got the style that actually upsets Melbourne. They don't like the way Dogs...
the grind and
like they gang tackle, they offload a lot. They shift the ball around, they throw it around. Melbourne doesn't like that stuff.
I'm happy they got an experienced ref. I don't want to jinx it, but Adam G. You don't mind Adam G as the ref, don't you?
Yeah,
compared to all the other ones that blow the shit out of the whistle.
Sutton's pathetic.
For Sutton to that White Raymond, that...
Clean, you don't know what you're getting with Clean, so... G's okay, I don't mind you. As long as they're consistent.
Daniel Atkinson last week was horrible.
Sorry, Herbie?
Daniel Atkinson.
Grant Atkins.
Which game did he do?
The Bulldogs game. What was that call that was baffling? I know Roosters were the better side, not saying. What was that call? He said, what did he rule?
Which one?
Do you remember? The Grant Atkins rule. The referee.
No, can't remember.
Remind me if you remember. Speaking about referees, the new obstruction interpretation Flower. You'll never see me say George got ripped off, but say George got ripped off. It's always been, if you ran at the outside shoulder, it's not a try. Like in King Tonga got taken out by the Warriors lead runner.
That was
and the video referee is a psychologist. He read Like King's mind. He goes, he chose to tackle him. No, he didn't. He was trying to slide out. You're allowed to push off.
Yeah.
It was always black and white. Now it's grey.
Is it a new rule or just
it's the first new interpretation of it. No,
that's the thing.
Now the bunker's that good now, Flower. They're mind readers of the player. They did a psychology degree in about 2 weeks. So he, probably Casey Badger or some other muppet, they read the player's mind and said he didn't want to slide. He went to that lead runner when he was clearly.
Wow.
You'll never see me agree with Shane Flanagan ever, but they got ripped. They got ripped off.
Yeah, that was a try. It wasn't a try, so it was a penalty obstruction.
That's But that's going to cost it's going to cost a team in the semi-final and even in the grand final.
That's
you can
what
see it's mounting for it.
It happens. You now the next 10 times that happens, it's a penalty,
You'll see it minimum 3 times this week.
and it'll probably all get by penalty. That's the problem I have with the bunker. Like you get a 10-year-old kid, he'll watch it and tell you, no, it's an obstruction. Or getting knocking out the Titans player, that's a penalty try. But somehow the bunker,
$2 million, 50. Look, and now we spoke about this. They're looking for reasons not to give the try. Then give the try. If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, swims like a duck, it's a duck. It's a try. Unless the bunker was originally brought in to eliminate the howler. If you're micro nitpicking, your favorite word.
I hate it.
If you're finding a millimeter for why not to give it, it's not a howler.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've got 4 people, 2 are saying try, just give it a try.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Give it a try.
go with the benefit of the doubt.
Sorry, and then going back, what's Casey Badger doing? She took 10. It felt like 10 million looks. Well, it was the Melbourne Storm and Penrith game. For one of the tries, she looked 15 times, and it was a try.
I think Seve's one. Was it Seve?
Yeah, and
Seve in the corner where his hand he pulled his hand back.
But it was a try. It's a try.
Yeah, 2 looks you could say it's a try. They kept replaying it.
Bro, we could talk about the referees, bro.
Talk about them all night.
They want to get too involved in the game. The best games is when they stay out of it. Everyone says it. From the new fan to the fan that's watching for 40 years.
You get flowing footy. So when the game's flowing, it's a lot better game to watch.
Stay out of the game. Stay out of the game. Let the teams decide for it. Yeah.
Agree.
Some injuries to come out of round 24. Hamish Stewart, very bad concussion. He's out. They're going to rest him for the rest of the year because he's still showing symptoms now. You've got Cameron McGuinness, the Sharks lock, done his ACL.
He's gone for the year.
Poor guy, yeah, bro. Tough mother. Ruben Garrick's got an AC shoulder joint. He's out for the year. Jermaine Jolliffe also done his knee, out for the year. And Jack Kaczewski has also done a shoulder and forearm injury. He's had a bad luck of injuries. The Brisbane second rower.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got...
yeah.
There's some big injuries coming out of round 24. In signing news, Blake Wilson and Turpin have signed with Manly. Blake Wilson and Jake Turpin, and Blake Taft's off to Castleford. So Manly now signing.
The SF extends as well.
Daniel Selagufafila is extended. How far? Do you know how far Warbrick's off? Did he say he's back at full training?
I have no idea what's going on with him. He's been concussion injury since.
Because his symptoms, he's not passing his symptoms. They keep resting him. Do you remember the incident at Flower? How did he get recovered?
I don't know. I just remember he played one round. I think it was by round 2 or 3, and he just went missing. I looked up where's Warbrick gone, and he was concussion. And
has he missed more than 20 games this year?
Yeah, he's been gone for a while.
Yeah, he's been gone, I think, since 3rd or 4th round.
You know who stood up for Melbourne? But Nick McMeaney.
Nick McMeaney's been good now. Anderson as well.
And Anderson, you're losing him to the Broncos, but yeah.
He's onto the Broncos.
That's a good buy.
And what did you think of Seve's goggles?
Bro, that was too funny. Why was he wearing them?
He had a very bad eye injury.
Yeah,
and another knock to the eye could lose permanent sight of his eye.
He reminded me of Kylian Mbappe in soccer. He looked like the Ninja Turtle.
Bro, he played strong.
He got a bit into the eye. He's a strong player. He's always been strong.
But you know what that rule, Flower, you know what was funny? You know that rule, you know when he scored the try and his goggles came off? If his goggles were out, it's deemed as part of your body, it's out.
They'll count
No way.
You know that rule has not? So when you go into the game, like if a shoe comes off in the process of scoring, if that shoe's out and yes.
No
did you know that rule?
Way. I did not know that.
So if he's sliding and his glasses go out and the ball's in,
they'd have to stay on him. So like if they go loose, it still has to be connected to him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
no, even if it's
so if you've got bandage that comes loose,
you'll be out. He's a unit.
That's hilarious, bro.
Oh, Sean Bloor. Sean
Talk
Bloor.
about common sense.
With the international eligibility criteria, now that Payne Haas has come out and pledged his allegiance to Samoa. Do you like it? Do you applaud it? Do you think?
I applaud it. I like it. It's good, man.
I love his explanation.
Yeah.
It was honest. It was upfront. Right. Said when the Samoan national anthem was played, he felt more for that. And he wants to represent his mother's side of his family while they're alive. It's a massive loss for Australia, but it is what it is.
Bro,
good on him.
there's a lot of class players in Australia in the Australian squad. So I don't think.
But now Gordon Tallis and co want him not to play Origin now.
Why? That's stupid.
No one's going to listen to Tallis.
But Tallis doesn't want him to play because he's a New South Wales. But
he still thinks it's not his Tallis.
he's not. They've rolled and amended with the game
Exactly.
because Samoa and Tonga are still a tier 2 nation. They can.
They can be a T1 though with the class.
But until they change it, he's eligible for New South Wales.
Exactly.
Change the rule and make it black and white.
I reckon now, I'm with Buzz. I think Buzz Rothfield is on that where keep it as it is. You can play for New Zealand.
But only because they're T2. But New Zealand and
but anyone, make it anyone. If you're born in New South Wales or Queensland,
yes, if you're born here, yeah.
You've got a background with another country, play for them.
New Zealand and England can't play for.
Yeah, I know, but they shouldn't. Like, why not?
For Herbie Farnsworth and, for example, Elliot Whitehead and them, because they're born in England, they can play for England. But Pommy, like Victor Radley, should be playing for New South Wales. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but he can make it. He can play for Blues.
Yeah.
And England.
He's an Australian at the end of the day. They're really Australian.
I'm saying, but to make it clear, if you're born in England, you play for England, you can't play for Origin.
You should be able to rep your parents.
Yeah. Also, Robert Toy has knocked back Australia, and he's playing in the for Tonga.
Wow.
Robert Toya, Katoni Staggs now. Kevin Walters is called Staggs because Staggs played for Tonga last year.
Really?
And Walters wants to pick him as right centre for Australia, so he needs to make a decision the next coming. So it's gonna keep.
Go with Tonga, man.
It's gonna keep boiling along.
I want closer international games, so.
You got to build the international game. It's right, Brad. So make the international game.
Watch.
Yeah, you want it to be competitive across the board. You don't want Australia smashing everyone.
You don't want just the two, three teams.
But they've started a team in Papua New Guinea to grow the international game. Yet we're not going to let the players that want to play for their parents.
Exactly.
I think it's hurt New Zealand a bit because they've become very weak since those players defected.
Yeah.
But Australia should be all right.
But that's funny. And the Fahu White was born in New Zealand. Going on what Flower said, his mum's don't quote me. His mum's Samoan or Tongan, and his dad's vice versa. So he's eligible to play for all three. But because he was born in New Zealand, he goes he loves the haka. He's proud of he's playing for New Zealand.
Yeah, it's no argument.
Yeah, but they can't force a player to play somewhere where they don't want to play.
Absolutely.
Unless he doesn't want to play left, right outfield. But fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or go with what the player wants.
You got to have the passion for it.
Good on Payne Haas, man. Even the first, it was Tal Malolo and Andrew Fafita. They're the first that
they're the first
committed to Tonga, and that's what started. You got to start something to grow the game.
Exactly.
You want to grow the game? Put your money where your mouth is. Put your butt. Keep going with it.
Just like what you said, we need more competition in the World Cup, and it's just the perfect fit for
World Cup 20. Next year's World Cup will be awesome. It could be. It won't just be Australia.
Moses to play for Lebanon.
Moses.
Seriously, Moses, mate. If you say this, rep Lebanon. I won't pick him for Australia. I think he's a better big game player. Well, not big game, but look at rep level. He's shown more than Cleary.
We spoke about how important.
You can't go past Tommy Dearden and Cleary or Nathan Cleary or Munster.
I don't think Moses will go for Australia. So just go Lebanon.
No, but we spoke about it a couple of weeks back, going what Flower was saying. Moses is a better big name player than a Dearden or a Cleary with his record right now.
100%.
But they're not going to pick. I don't think they'll pick him, but it'll be a dog act if next year Kevin Walters just picks him and doesn't play him just to take him away from Lebanon.
Yeah, that's
what you're trying to allude to, right?
He can play Lebanon.
Because you've got Munster, Cleary, and Dearden in the background, for example. Why take 4 halves when you're going to go play 2 or 3?
Exactly.
So let Lebanon, we're big, but let Lebanon have the Doys and the Moseses.
Yeah, we'll be.
Or they're going to pick Karaz to play on the wing when you've already got 2 wingers. They might take Karaz off us.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of coaches, Adam O'Brien, Anthony Seibold, and Todd Payton. But how are they still employed in the NRL? On what planet? Adam O'Brien, I know you've got injuries. You've got Hastings and Gamble, proven players, yet he trots out, Jack Cogger and Jacob Arthur, who are rejects from other sides. But how is he? And then he gets in a press conference and complains, I don't have players. You've got better players. Why aren't they picking him?
No disrespect to Jack Cogger, but he's just a...
But Jake Arthur, how, on what...
I can't believe.
How is Hastings? What's Hastings done?
I don't know. I can't believe he hasn't been in there for 2 years, 3 years as the halfback.
Remember their run going back 2-3 years was on the back of Ponga, yes, and Hastings.
Yeah, Hastings.
And Gamble. Gamble was killing it.
Yeah, Gamble had a good run.
Bro, they had 55 halves.
I was talking them up big because they were like Gamble and Hastings. They were grubby, tough players.
Yes,
they get in the opponent's face. I love watching them. But yeah, they had a few bad losses and he just dropped them.
They're saying his halves combinations, Fletcher Sharp Gamble, Fletcher Sharp thing, got Cogger, he's changed his 6s and 7 35 times, then wants to blame the players.
There you go,
Take some accountability.
I reckon
Talk about musical chairs.
Oh, him and Serrata go to the same RSL club or something.
These blokes on another
Hastings,
level.
I reckon Hastings would be a perfect fit for the Dragons and Flanagan.
But
For Shane Flanagan, because Flanagan loves that tough, grubby gameplay. And Hastings, that suits him.
I don't think he's got a contract. They've told.
They've told him go look elsewhere.
Yeah, I bring it up. Remember last year, he's got no contract. Him and Gamble got no contract.
Yeah, him, Gamble, and someone else. I can't remember which other player.
From Newcastle?
Yeah, they've told. I think Brayley, the hooker, was.
No, Bradley's going to Canberra.
There's 3 players that they've told them look elsewhere.
Okay.
Brayley's
I
going
think
to
no,
Canberra.
Cogger. So Cogger's
No,
going.
yeah, Jack Cogger.
Cogger signed with Melbourne again. No, Melbourne. Sorry, Penrith.
Panthers, yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
those 3 they told them.
He's watching the podcast, champion.
That's
Anthony Seibold. Bro, if for the life of me, they're not playing for their coach.
No.
Mainly a decimated of injuries.
I don't know
They're
what's going
not.
on there, but yeah, they've got no pack. Their forwards are.
The players have not given up. They've given up playing for their coach. You love that. You're not playing for your coach.
That's it.
There was 2 incidents where Jazz Tavanga and Matt Lodge were going at it on the field. We saw, and another one when DC went to the line late in the second half, threw a cutout pass. Ben Chaboyevich put his hand out, and then as a captain, frustration took it out. You can just tell that's a toxic environment.
Exactly.
As what are they seeing him? Why are they? No one wants him there. Your players don't want him there.
What is it? His second year? No, mainly second year. It wasn't.
They said if he doesn't make the 8, he's not on the
they can
side.
sack him. They said that.
But now he's.
Do you think there's a lot of feud with Manly got to do with the coach and DCE as
The
well?
players are not playing with him, playing for him.
I totally agree. But
Remember, you get judged as a coach of how your players react into your message and your performance.
100%.
He could be the God's best coach, but if your players don't want to play for you and they're not resonating with you,
It's
Piss him off.
something's wrong with him. It's his third club, eh? He had
South, Brisbane and
the same thing kept happening.
It is-
he
it
has a
is,
good
it-
start. They had
it is.
good start, then
And
they-
history keeps repeating itself.
They're not second, third tier teams. Full
A
proper
lot
teams.
of experts, Fox Sports, and anyway, had them top 4. I know they've had injuries, but so has
I know,
the other teams.
First 5 weeks they were talking them up as like heavyweight premiership contenders.
Luke Brooks. Luke Brooks, Tommy Tillett. They've got Clayton Ford. They've got a very good.
Yeah, the only player that I see that plays with effort every game is that Kohler, man.
Tyler Kohler.
He's a wahash, bro. I'd pay 800 grand for
I think
it.
he can be a lot more consistent.
Consistency.
Yeah,
But
But he's still young.
but
He's only 21 years old.
That he's a young kid.
He's a
man.
raw kid.
Yeah.
I
who needs
compare him to Weeks at Raiders. They're both, when they get going, they're very good. They can do anything.
Bro,
but
put
then
him
they go quiet for the rest
in
of
a
the game.
Melbourne team or put him in a Roosters or Penrith
never
team.
gonna-
But yeah, they've got X Factor about
You know,
it.
if Kohler played for Penrith or Melbourne,
Oh,
he'd be
yeah.
the best. He'd be top. Okay, Herbie Farnsworth and Critter. He'll be top 3 or
Top
4
3, easy.
centers in the comp.
Easy.
His speed.
Yeah.
His explosive, his agility, he's
100%.
wow.
Yeah,
I put him
it's-
before Rob Toya. Even Rob Toya's this is first year, but I still put
Oh,
him
he's good. No, I've got him.
way
Lengths
bro.
ahead of Rob
Way.
Toy. Toddy Payton, that win against Newcastle didn't. Josh Hannay is going to be the coach there.
Yeah, they say.
You got 6 Origin players in a Cowboy side to be languishing in.
Yeah, that Payton's lost the order.
They're languishing in 13th spot.
Yeah,
You can't.
No, something's off.
That's 2 years in a row he hasn't made the finals.
That's right. They just missed.
You
out.
throw in those 6 Origin players with Drinkwater and like a Cohen Hess. They can't be a 13th ranked side.
Drinkwater, Cotter, Ruben Cotter.
No, those 6 Origin players plus Drinkwater.
yeah.
That's 7.
Gun players. Drinkwater's up the
Agree.
issue. He's like a rip player.
I agree.
And then you got Jackson and then look,
Purdue, that's
here one week
otherwise.
Jake Clifford's playing, 1 week he's not playing. How are you going to get cohesion?
I think I was getting injured here, but yeah, that moving Purdue from centre, that was a mistake. He was firing at centre. They moved him to the halves and hasn't come back.
I don't know how these coaches, bro. Like it's so they're on.
So Josh Hannay is going to take the Cowboys.
My
position.
information is Josh
That's
Hannay
that's what I've heard
going
as
to the
well.
Cowboys.
And I heard Brad Arthur to Newcastle.
Because his 2 sons are there.
Yeah.
But he just signed. Okay, he signed he extended with the Leeds Rhinos, but they'll always have a clause from the Super League that if they get an NRL
Yeah, they can leave.
contract, they can leave.
Okay.
They'll all do it.
Well,
And-
he's no longer got the.
And then you got
first
Matt Ballon or Michael Ennis getting
For Manly. They're
touted to be at Manly.
yeah, but I heard Matt Ballin's more favoured.
Matt Ballin's a Manly, well, like I said, born in Queensland, but he's a Manly boy. You can only associate Matt Ballin.
I'd like to see him as coach.
I'd love to see him as
I'd like
coach.
to
Probably
see
enjoy
him.
that.
I'd love to see him as coach. I don't know, bro.
I think he'll get into the boys' brain, that Ennis.
Yeah, he'll fire him up.
Yeah.
I think he's a gun coach in the making. One of those old school ones that won't take
Yeah,
crap.
he'll be like Madge,
And
close to Madge.
With full of knowledge. With full of knowledge.
Now let's preview a gun round 25. Thursday night at 7:50. It's South versus the Dragons at Acor Stadium. For South, Keon is a massive in. Keon Kalamatangi and Lockie Hubner come back from concussion. However, Latrell's still out with those back spasms. And for the Dragons, they've been ravaged by injury with DeBellin, Hamish Stewart and Hami Sele all out from that heavy game at the Warriors. What do we think of this game, Flower?
I think it'll be below par.
It's
It's a tip. I'm not expecting it to be a spectacle. I'll probably go with the Souths, with Dragons losing all those players.
If both these sides were injury free or not as decimated, it would have been an awesome. What a start! As in that mad rivalry heading into the next two games that we're going to speak about. To be fair, Dragons were the better side against the Warriors. I know we've mentioned that they deserve to win, but I've got South in a close dour game, especially with Sydney Werther on a wet track out at Acor with about 3 people watching.
Do you think Dragons would have won without the injuries? They were flying at the start. They were
I think Dragons have been doing well.
Yeah, I think they were up to 14-0 or 10-0.
Yeah.
And then the concussions kicked in.
They've got, remember, on top of the injuries they attained, they've got Couchman, Flower, Dylan Egan,
but this is like
Jaden Sewer. Bro,
This
I'm
was on
going to
the
give
floor.
credit. I'm going to give credit to St George. At full strength, they do have a top 8 roster.
But they done worse than last year.
I don't know. I'm just saying that. No, I'm going to give credit to St George for still being in the fight.
I think they played better than last year. Because the losses have been a lot
They
close.
finished 10th.
Yeah, I know,
or
but
9th.
their performances, I think they've improved on last year.
There's been, what's that word? There's been not reasoning, not excuse. What's that word I'm looking for? There's been what's that word I'm looking for?
See, I think with all those,
There's been excuses for Dragons to be where they are right now.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like there's been, for example, Jaden Sewer, Toby Couchman, and Dylan Egan. You take out 3 starting forwards in any side, you're going to struggle.
that's-
Valentine Holmes as well.
Valentine Holmes.
That
was straight after Origin.
I think their worst and best performance this year, it's been a lot closer than it was last year, which is what every team
no doubt.
aims for.
I haven't seen them giving up in any game except the Anzac Day game, and there's another game at Canberra when KO Weeks ran riot.
Yeah, much good.
Yeah, Flower.
Yeah.
They've out of the 25 minus 3 buys, out of the 22 games they've given up in 2. Not given up, they've been very poor.
Yeah.
That look like it's very easily they could have been knocking on the top 4's door. So
100%.
They won, yeah,
That's
a lot of
like
those
one of
games,
few
yeah.
games that was that close.
Yeah, like no doubt they were in every fight of most games this year, you know.
I think just with Keon in and Cody Walker on the bench and getting through that game, I'm just tipping the favour in. I can see just a few more points in the South side.
I'm going Souths 1-12.
South.
I see a good win for them.
Okay, moving on to Friday, 6 p.m. The 5th place Panthers versus the 1st place Raiders at Mudgee,
This is the
Glen Willow Park.
To me, this is the game of the round.
What you get?
Really?
Yeah.
Nah.
Watch, bro.
I reckon it'll be the next one game. That's yeah.
For the Panthers, Isaiah Yeo listed on the extended bench and tipped to play. Canberra still Matt Nicholson to come back through New South Wales Cup, but they're pretty much at full strength. It's a shame that this game is at 6 p.m. not on Freddie Air on a Sunday or the
Prime time. Yeah.
like what are you doing?
It had to be a 7:30 game.
It had to be a 7:30 Friday night game, and they'll
4
move the
o'clock
book.
up.
Yeah.
They do book it early, but don't they? Like start of the year.
It used to be 6 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
Now it's in the first 4 rounds, and they set the whole lot.
So they would have been expecting Raiders to not be up there.
That's why Ricky
Yes,
Stewart's
yeah.
fuming, but he goes, most people tipped them to finish last, and that's a mad stick it up
Yeah.
here.
So they would have been expecting this game to be a blowout. So
I've never seen Panthers they're not sook. I don't class, but whinge about a loss as much as they did after the Melbourne game. You could tell Ivan Cleary bit his tongue in the presser, and Nathan is so subdued. He wanted to divulge more. That loss hurt him,
and they couldn't put trainers on the field too.
He was there.
He was on the field.
He was,
but he didn't have the.
Oh yeah, the blue shirt.
He was directing them.
Yeah,
that's right.
I think Bellamy and Grant answered it perfect. We'll talk about it. They just told the journalists, look, don't ask us the questions. It's the NRL that's ruling.
Yeah.
Go to the
played it by the team.
We didn't make the decision. They made the decision.
I just to go back just quickly on it. I think if Moses Leota doesn't take that one step to the left, he does move.
Yeah, I know.
Just
that's what made
even what we're not going. The slice of moves, you can see it.
Yeah,
so he was in the right position, and then he moved, which gave it away. Harry Grant milked its mum, and good on Harry.
But yeah, split.
He's playing to the rules.
Yeah.
You play to your rules, and the coaches will, and the players. Once you give them an inch, they want to take a mile until you rein it back in.
That's right.
But it was just funny. I've never seen Panthers are very subdued in their presser, and they were that lost.
Every game's important for
Melbourne without Pappenhausen and Hughes to win that.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for them to fall over, and I've been telling you, don't write them off.
Never do that.
This guy does my head in. Don't write them off.
Look, they've been in the top 4 for what, 20 years?
22 years.
Never write off the
But
score.
this year, to Hasnan's credit, this year they have not.
Yeah,
they usually pick up. Sorry, they're not. They're in third year.
Yeah, let me clarify what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
Well, I wasn't writing them off as them not being in the finals. They are the most dominant, most consistent team in the past 2 decades. But for them to win the comp this year, not happening.
Still, you don't know. I think the last 2 weeks.
Based on their vulnerability.
In defense, you said?
Especially against Panthers, because they were on the back foot, and then they just kicked up another gear and they dominated.
I think that Blaze Talangi intercept was a massive momentum change. That young kid, he was either going to be the hero or be the zero.
But even after that, Storm just kicked on. They were making 70 meters a set. They still have that gear shit, they shift gears.
The Penrith line speed. Storm was able to cope with 60, and then the last 20, I thought Storm came over the top of them.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right. Storm did come over.
That's the first time. I'm not saying. I still think Penrith and Storm are going to be in the grand final now.
I'll back that.
Yeah, but Storm went with Penrith without their 2 guns. Sorry, I'm not sorry. And
you've got Howarth was out as well. They've got Chan.
Howarth, Warbrick,
Chan's a back
Hughes, and Pappenhausen.
Howarth is a
he just runs hard, tackles hard.
Bro, some of the touches by Jonah Pezzett, Melbourne can't lose him. Flower.
He is. I've been telling you.
I watched Jonah. I sat with my son Hasna and watched Jonah Pezzett. I love. It was a cracker game. Yeah, must see. Jonah Pezzett's sleight of hand.
I've been telling you for his kicking. I know I rate Hughes heaps.
Yeah,
but I've been telling you they play better with Pezzett because his natural half.
So going just quickly going into 2026, what would you do? Because and that's the set on NRL 360. He's his manager. They're either going to seek a loan or a permanent move if he doesn't get a first grade spot. He said it black and white.
Yeah, if I was in charge of Melbourne, I'll try to get a lease. Let him
loan you mean?
Yeah, loan him off.
You know what I'll do, and I know you're gonna.
But if he's gonna leave, you got to make room for him. I'd
flick Pappenhausen.
He's going, but that's not going to help.
No,
Munster
fullback.
Nah, not a whole season. I don't. He done a great job, but I don't think he can do it.
But Munster was originally a fullback.
I know, but he's too old.
When you get older, you slide into that.
Yeah,
against Panthers. If there's four doesn't go into
Suwa.
4 doesn't go into 3.
I think Pappenhausen's going because they've got Suwa anyway.
He thinks he's going to rugby 360.
And you got Famau Shano.
That's so far.
I would probably.
He calls him. We call him Famau Shano.
Munster, I don't know, man. Make him utility.
Okay, bro. But Jonah Pezzett
needs to be.
Or Hughes 258.
I think Jonah Pezzant's going to leave.
Or do you think Munster will? Munster can't leave to Perth Bears. Perth Bears don't come into 2027.
I don't think he'll leave anyway. I don't think Munster will leave Storm.
It'll be a shame for Munster to leave. He needs to be a one club player. Yeah. His legacy at the Storm. But I'll get rid of Pappenhausen, man. He's on 900 grand.
I think he's going. But that doesn't solve it because they've got Swell take his spot at fullback.
I think
it's not going to solve that.
What I saw of Pezzett, I'd love that. Bro.
They'll probably lose Wish. They're going to lose one of them.
Wish I signed last year.
Yeah, I know, but he has that kick-in clause if Hughes re-signed.
Fuck, we got off topic.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just going to say. So I think the winner out of this game is...
Penrith is AO, Raiders as per program.
Is Zoe back?
He's listed in number...
Oh, he'll play then.
Flower, number 19.
Oh, he'll play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go... This one I'll tip, but... I want to say Panthers 13 plus.
What?
I don't know.
I
but
agree with him.
That's his bold, but he's giving us a bold
I
prediction.
agree
That's-
with him.
yeah.
Penrith are going to show Canberra how a semi-final game
They want to
is
hit
played.
back. They've lost that game against Melbourne. They'll be forfeit.
And Canberra have had it easy.
Were you sticking to your guns if it's still wet? Would you still 13 plus in the wet?
Yeah, I'm going to tip 1 to 12. I want to say 13 plus, but I'll stick 1 to 12.
I think Panthers will win, but I don't think
Man,
as
Panthers-
not a bigger margin.
Panthers are going to slide their shorts down and...
All right, they'll be comfortable. I reckon they'll be, even if it's a small mark, I think they'll still be comfortable.
People have been running off Canberra all year, and they've been proving their doubters wrong.
Yeah, well, the part...
If they are acceptable, it's on that right Tomoko side.
The last 10 games they won, they only versed one team or two teams in the top 8. In the top 4.
And
the last team that they versed in the top 4, they got pumped in the second half, 32-20 by the Dogs.
And so they beat the Storm with the referee. That was the worst refereeing performance I've seen. Stefano pushed off Young and played the boy.
That was magic. That was magic round.
And
we were there in the pouring rain, and Kale Wicks did that free try. That was a freak. That was an awesome try.
Yeah, unbelievable try.
Okay, Flower 13 plus Penrith. I got 1 to 12. You've got 13 plus.
13 plus.
My two guests in ingredients. Okay, real game of the round. Friday 8 p.m. from Melbourne Amy Stadium. It's the Dogs versus Melbourne. The Storm lose Sean Blaw, but Joe Chan comes in. And Pappenhausen listed at number 21. You'd think he'd play. And Nelson, number 20.
I think he'll play this week.
You reckon Bellamy throw him to the Dogs and let him run amok?
100%.
You know why? Is it because of the small full pack? Nelson will run amok.
Yeah, he look like a...
He look like a giant.
He always runs them out. Bellamy's problem is his no control.
The discipline?
Like he'll go for an offload 10 metres out.
Speaking of Nelson, I know going back to... Well, what happened to last round, the playing the ball with foot, that they've stopped...
Penrith.
Now they're picking on the aerial thing, and they play the ball with foot. That was all the rage.
Panthers first try against Melbourne.
Panthers...
To play the ball just rolled right through.
Yeah. And... Nelson never plays it with his foot.
What's it like?
But do you think they'll call it?
I hate it. I don't know why. Just let them roll it. As long as they stand
But then
up.
it becomes touch Flower.
Yeah, I know, like real, but all right, lift up a little.
That's what we're trying to do. You gotta. It's.
Maybe if they do it, maybe you make them play the ball, which I really hate.
There's a massive word going around that actually Lockie Galvin is actually hurt, and Sexton will come in.
Why is he 18th?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got that still troubling him, the thumb injury. And there you go. You got the Fafita, you got Montoya and Tupanua, all musical chairs waiting to come in for God knows who. Like I said, we've got Adam G as the referee, who's a hopefully experienced ref.
I'm glad blows out for the Storm.
But it's supposed to be pouring rain in Melbourne.
Is it?
Yeah, raining all week. Yeah. I know you're tipping Storm. Yeah, comfortable or dogged fight?
No, I'll go 1 to 12. Like I said, Dogs usually get in their face and upset them.
I'm expecting a big bounce back from Canterbury. I really am, but I don't think it's going to be enough to beat Melbourne.
If we don't beat Melbourne this week, goodbye finals, my bro.
You're hanging it all in on this game?
Yeah.
I'm hanging it all in on the Penrith game.
I'm not. Penrith, I'm not really worried. Because regardless...
But there's no shame in losing to the Storm in Melbourne on a Friday night.
Yeah, but
they're gone.
Yeah,
we're not losing to Titans. I know I agree. I agree. I see where you're coming from, but I'm not. It's not the write-off. It's next week. If we lose then 3 consecutive games, then I'll say Canterbury season is gone.
That's it. But it'll be the top 4. If they lose to Storm, they're going to go against Panthers with less confidence. And if Panthers beat them, they're versing Sharks if they lose that game, they're probably out of the 4.
This is why I feel like...
A lot riding on this?
This is why I feel like if
they do need
Melbourne lose... if Melbourne beat Bulldogs...
Yeah.
Their confidence is going to shatter.
Yeah, it could break their spirits.
Serrato said in the press conference when the intensity went up, some players didn't go with him. When the ball went up, no one wanted to catch that either.
I agree.
But Bulldogs have had that problem all year. Like they've always
They've lost 2 consecutive games in a row. Only once this year.
Once this year, yeah.
Once this year. I'm expecting a bounce
It was
back.
the Dolphins and Brisbane game.
Oh, they'll play a lot better. They're going to play like they do against the Roosters. But enough to beat Melbourne.
Can Carraz please go back to the right wing, please, and never ever move again? Can we get rid of Jamin Salmon? And can
Do you think that Galvin have the Dogs gotten better with him?
It's too early to say.
If the forwards don't go forward, I'm a Galvin fan.
The flip side, Tigers, did they get better without him? I think they did.
The only props
Fadui.
that I give to him is the fact that he's giving early ball to Preston and Critter, where Sexton was lacking that much.
His is a better attacking player than Sexton, but with the Dogs
but to be honest,
he needs a forward going forward.
I feel like it's a little bit too early. I feel like Serraldo's restricted him a little bit.
That's where I feel he's not
playing his original game, bro.
Exactly.
He's doing like last week. No disrespect, he was playing Sexton
footy. Yes,
he was playing Sexton. The unders. That's not Galvin.
And the lead runner to Preston, he didn't vary his game last week.
That's right.
The sweep out the back
I think Galvin, like with a good halfback, will be an unbelievable player. Playing 5'8" next to a good halfback.
Well, I think pre-season with the squad, he will flourish next year. But I feel like
it's going to be hard.
We got him in to spark the attack.
Only if the forward going forward.
I'm not doubting that. Last week's game was just a write-off.
Well, I don't want to repeat myself and getting monotonous. If the midget pack is not going forward, you can have Andrew Johns, Jonathan Thurston, Cooper Cronk. Look, you can have only guy that I know how to play on the back foot was Cameron Smith. You can have.
He used to kick.
Yeah, but you could have. Habibi, they were never going to do what if any muppet or moron Shamus to blame Burden
that was horrible,
or Galvin on that loss. They don't know footy cards. I just because they drip.
Brother,
got dominated.
I'm so sick and tired of the pressure that they're putting on Galvin. There was 16 other players on that field that played hopeless.
There's an agenda by Buzz, your mate.
Yeah, Buzz.
But I think there's a partial thing that they're right about. Gus did start it by saying he is the best player he's ever seen.
Oh, he put a target on his back.
He put a hype on his back. Yeah, hype.
The problem is, I reckon they're just getting him. Like you said earlier, they're getting him to play what he doesn't play. Like it's not his natural game.
Yeah, they're restricting him.
Yeah, that's not.
And then we said that's the coach's game plan. That's not him.
That's not
him. Either back him, or flick him.
That's
if he
it.
plays his natural game, he's going to be like Burden. You're going to like have 2 running 5'8".
And how dangerous is that on both ends?
It could, but you still need a managing play. So I don't know. Maybe you can get a dummy half to manage the game better.
That's where it goes back to Reid, who's settled and been there the whole time.
Like Walsh, look at Walsh, how good he managed the Brisbane game from fullback. So probably if Bulldogs can get a managing fullback that can control the game.
We'll get a gauge of where their season's going to go to. This game. If they bounce back hard and have a 2, 4 or 6 point loss, even though it'll shatter Bulldogs fans, I'll accept that. But if they're going to dish out the same rubbish that they did against the Roosters, were just rolling us.
I'm not.
Nafahu White looked like Nafahu White's a very good prop and probably like definite. But they made him look like Payne Hart. He dragged 4 of them over. Beat Preston, beat Hayward, Galvin, and then who came up right at the end? Was
Ritter.
Or Connor Tracy?
Connor, you're right.
But it was off a simple hit up.
That's why I think Dogs can't go find the finals where you're going to have
small.
When you're going to have big packs playing all out, running up the middle hard. They're not going to be able to contain them the whole game.
I hope we learn our lesson, but at the moment
I'm not confident. But
they need a lot bigger bodies in there.
Bulldogs 1-12, Melbourne 1-12.
Yeah, I
got Melbourne by 2 points. I reckon Dogs will bounce back good, even with musical chairs and monkeys juggling balls and.
But if Storm do get possession in Bulldogs half and like a lot for the night, and they keep
Xavier Coates
it can be a long night.
I'm gonna pull my hair out if Xavier Coates scores another hat trick.
I'm turning off the TV.
Next week's podcast cancelled.
I'll do it on the
Saturday, 3 p.m. It's the Manly Sea Eagles versus the Dolphins. Another team that's been ravaged by injury. The Dolphins tried their best or tried their hardest against the Broncos, but when Reece Walsh turned it up,
that was a good game to watch. But
Katoni Staggs have been playing brilliant this year. That's the Katoni, the barnstorming. Katoni Staggs
he's come good the last 10 weeks. He's switched it on.
He's showing his talent, his aggression, his footwork. He's brilliant. Hammer beating the first one, then he took it personal, and then they came back.
What about they kept him and Farms with? How did they stuff up that? The Broncos. Actually, they had each one on each side of the field.
That's wow. For the Sea Eagles, like we said, Garrick is out with that shoulder. For the Dolphins, they get Kafusi and Molo back into the side. This is going to be played at 4 points, 3 p.m.
Is one Fuller back at fullback or
Trey Fuller's on the bench. Flower.
Wow. Speaking about Dodgers,
Trey Fuller's forward.
I don't know how this guy's in the starting fullback in some team.
Trey Fuller,
he's a good player.
Very good player.
Straight up from last year.
Yeah, I think it's a good choice to put him on 14, but
to come on and play through the middle
as a lurking player, you know. And
I think they might change at just
probably
before
I like
he was too good.
They look a lot better with him fullback.
See that line break he did?
Yeah, but Hammer just as well, man.
But he does a good job.
What about Hammer centre and can roam?
Yeah, that's
the roamer. Don't pigeon the players that you want the hands on the ball. They can roam.
You're right,
bro.
Dolphins 13 plus.
No.
Dolphins 13 plus.
Okay.
I would say Dolphins 1 to 2.
1 to 12. I can't tip Manly at the moment. They are probably that's a toxic environment. Their coach is crap.
Is it
and hence why it's
yeah.
Oh, far just daytime brookie.
It's okay.
They are special always there. So
hence why it's going to be a 13 plus.
I've got Dolphins 1 to 12.
I'll still go Dolphins. I won't be surprised if Manly pull it off, but.
Okay, moving on.
If Manly pull it off, that's it. Dolphins are completely.
The way finished. The season's gone.
I think Dolphins will be more desperate.
That's why I say 13 plus.
It's Daly Cherry Muffin Evans, 350th game.
Oh, there you go.
They'll live for him, or they're not even speaking to him.
That's the
real
real.
No, the Trebojevic are off him. No, I think they're right. Even got.
Like if you're in a team, man, you've been. Would you get someone's leaving? It's the.
Do you believe he's derailed their season just him single-handedly?
No, I can't.
They were blasting him last night on
look if
Brent Reed, Rothfield, and Asta. Yeah,
they've been doing
there's nothing else to watch on Monday. Forgive me, bro.
They've been doing it all year.
They blasted. They said DCE single-handedly derailed their season.
I can't. If you're a professional athlete, you're in a team.
You get paid to play.
Someone
as soon as you cross that white line,
suck. He's doing it there for the
I
year.
completely disagree, and the reason why they're saying that is because he hasn't come out and said that he's going out to the Roosters.
Possibly, they love picking on him. So
and there's no answer yet. They can't get an answer from
because he won't give an answer. He's pissing him off.
Roosters won't give him an answer too.
I can't say. Like I said, professional athletes doing that. I can't.
Bro, I have.
If anything, will unite them to play better and try and go out on a win. You've got him for the last year. Let's try and win something with him.
I'm still going to stick with Dolphins. A, because I want them to win. B, because I want them to push for the 8. They deserve
this
it.
This will show actually if they're off with if the Dolphins whack them.
Saturday 5:30 at Seabus Super Stadium at the on the Gold Coast. The 17th place Titans play the 4th placed Warriors. For the Titans, Jolliffe is out for the year. The Warriors get Kurt Capewell back, Rocco Berry and Tamari Mutton. However, Jackson Ford has been suspended for a crusher tackle. He's out for 3 weeks until the finals.
Fuck. Is that another one of those love taps? I didn't see it.
Yeah, he got 3 weeks. It's his. The Titans, after that awesome performance against Penrith, then they dished up that rubbish against the Sharks. Sharks put 6. Was it 6?
It does. That's what I'm saying. What happened to the because if you have a few close games, teams like and they lose them consistently, like you just give up, your spirit falls apart.
Charles Nico Klokstad back to fullback, which I like. I like Rocco Berry. Just the halves that massive. Obviously, the Luke Metcalf and Barnett were massive losses for the Warriors.
Yeah, Metcalf mess. They were going right after Barnett, but yeah, once Metcalf win.
I've got the Warriors get it. The Warriors have a massive fan contingent on the Gold Coast. They'll turn this into a home game for them.
Yeah, that's.
I've actually got Warriors 13 plus in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Flower. I don't think the Titans now are in Bali now, bro.
It finished.
Reckon that's. I reckon they'll put in one more effort.
Oh, what would have put up was like one effort on, 1 minute off.
I'll go
if they play how they played against Penrith, they'll beat them.
Yeah,
but how consistent have they been if they're 17th?
They're always like that all year. I'll go Titans, but I think they'll show up.
I just want I want the Warriors to win because they'll stay in 4th spot even if Penrith win, lose or draw.
Yeah, I think the Warriors need 2
Warriors have their fate in their own hand now.
Yeah, they need 2. Dogs definitely need a win to cement that 4th spot.
Saturday at 7:30 at Combank Stadium, it's the 14th place Parramatta Eels versus the 8th place Roosters. For the Eels, they've got Luca Moretti out suspended and Dylan Walker comes in. Roosters, Daniel Tupou comes out, got concussion after the game. And Junior Tupou, the guy they bought from the Dolphins, another Tupou comes in.
For the Roosters?
Yeah. Junior
Daniel's out?
Daniel Tupou got delayed concussion after the game. I can't remember that.
Must have been all the jumping.
He got dizzy, yeah. Bro,
Yeah, well,
don't say Parramatta win.
Roosters have that. Yeah, well,
Parramatta were pathetic last week against the South
I
side.
know, but they have been playing good against the better teams.
Oh, Parramatta were bad.
I know what happened to
I love
Moses
that,
last
bro.
week.
You know what? Credit to Isaiah Yongi. He's a gun.
He's a wahash.
I don't know what Moses happened to him last week.
Moses is too busy building his mansion in Hunter's Hill, and he was worried about the rain about. I swear. Have you seen the mansion he's building? Even he's on TikTok, bro. About 75 rooms.
Wow.
He's
I'm
on.
going tipper, man. I'm telling you, I'm going. Yeah, I'll go. He was 1-12.
That's your bold prediction for the week, then.
Yeah, right.
Parramatta 1-12. I remembered Savala got knocked out cold by William
Yes, the
Kickout.
first 20 minutes.
Flower, you remember that?
Yeah, and he stayed on.
Trent Pig Robinson, Mr. Trent Robinson, we look after our head knocks. We love our players. We with safety.
Yeah.
If Savala comes off, they don't win.
I agree.
Possibly.
He kept it. No, they win.
Because they're locked.
He kept him on because it's so important to make the 8.
Yeah.
He was didn't say.
I was shocked. Not even he didn't come off for nothing.
They said if you stay down and what are the symptoms? If you stay down motionless, even for a second, Flower, even for a second, forget Cat 1. Category 2, get him in there and check up on him.
Yeah, but that's
He was out.
What were the independent doctors doing at
No,
that?
they only look at some clubs and some clubs not.
That was the shittest call I've ever seen.
This
he was gone.
This
is what pisses me off about him.
You're right. That was the call that
You know when they say it's hard to get consistency when you got humans watching, but it's not hard to. It's a cop out because it's not hard to get consistency, Flower, when you've got replay after replay after camera after $2 million and you're a doctor.
When it's clear cut.
Yes,
It's like,
and Flower, it's you. They watch. You know the doctors have the TV on the sideline. They're in a little bubble.
Watch it back.
But we saw it 3 times, and the doctor's job is to look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
He does. The doctors they look back at it.
Flower. They can watch the incident in all the angles of the camera. They've got like the bunker.
Yeah, they can try. They look at every head knock during the game.
Well, as a
For him to
Bulldog
not even
fans,
come off. That was it.
as Bulldog fans, we're clutching at straws and trying to attain any advantage. But just a reminder that head knocks for some and head knocks for not.
Yeah, exactly.
Fafita came off against Penrith when it wasn't. Anyway.
It wasn't even concussed.
I've got Roosters winning and winning well. I've Parramatta in Bali or Case Samui or wherever they go these days.
Rise, do you reckon Para's their first year reboot? They're going better. That's more than the Dogs.
Yeah.
Serraldo's third year.
Third year or his first year was rubbish. No, Jason
now,
Rolls' first year was better than Serraldo's first year at the Dogs.
Yeah.
Easy.
What about now? But like looking over the whole team, wasn't playing good footy, man. I reckon they're missing a couple.
I like their attacking, their attacking structure.
Still a
But
couple of players.
Yeah,
sure,
but Serraldo's top 30 in his first year was hopeless compared to the top 30.
but he hasn't improved that much.
He's put
got
in a lot of juniors in.
Yeah, so I reckon it was.
Rolls is the right man for the Eels.
Yeah, he looks. I reckon he'll be going real good.
Rolls is the right man. Give him. Have they signed anyone next year?
I don't think no one big.
Bro, from the top of your head, have they signed anyone? They're in the market.
They should. They have to get Tino or Smith, Sandon Smith, something.
Oh, wait, they have signed someone.
They signed Talon Silver. That was mid year. Scott
Sorensen?
No, Sorensen's no. We've gone blank, all of us.
Yeah, just move on. It's the Eels. We don't care.
Sunday 2 p.m. The Knights versus the Broncos from McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. For the Knights, Phoenix Crosland comes back in. Brayley goes back to the bench. Another dumb call because Brayley's their best defender. That's 2 years ago, Jaden Brayley was their club captain and the best tackle efficiency in the game.
They paid him big money, didn't they, to get him from the Sharks?
Yep.
I don't know how Crosland's even...
Jack Kichevsky is out for the Broncos and Jaden Hunt comes into the second row spot. 2 p.m. game. Just think Reece Walsh and Katoni Stagg's going to run riot.
Yeah, it's going to be the Brisbane show.
And the two best halves in the comp. Dude, bro.
The other half on the bench, I can't. Yeah, this might be 50, 60 odd.
Awful. He doesn't even have Hastings or Gamble in his top 22, bro.
It's I don't know what they've done to him or.
Who needs to go? That O'Brien, bro.
Bro, Kaipi's Paul will be a good signing for the
He's
Tigers.
got actually, yeah. I
He's
think
going to the Tigers. He's signed.
Tigers, yeah, that's it.
He'd be a very good signing for them.
Yeah, he's big body, big boy.
And for the Knights, they get. We spoke about this. Dylan Brown. He signed him for 1.4.
I don't know how you put Dylan Brown and Ponga on half your cup.
Bro, Greg Marzio's gone backwards. Hold on, Dan Gagai's trying his ringer out.
I'll tip him from now for wooden spoon next year on Connor and Ponga.
If
Ponga
O'Brien's still coaching, yeah.
I've got them in the bottom.
Yeah, but like Brown and Ponga.
And remember, they lose, and they lose Flower. They lose Leo Thompson, their main go forward.
Yeah, for the
and
other.
then Tyson Frizzell will be enough. But
He's
that
old.
who? That Jacob Saifidi, since he's on 800.
Where's the other one? Where's Daniel? He was
at the Dolphins.
He's on 800
injured?
grand
Yeah,
sitting at home most of the season.
Jacob Saifidi got love tapped by Drinkwater, dropped it over the line.
Yeah, that's
with that Thompson offload, yeah.
Oh wow! But, Scott Drinkwater is known for his attacking flair and his ball skills. He's not known for his defence.
Yeah.
Scott Drinkwater touched him, made him look like Hulk coming. Oh wow, that's soft.
Brisbane.
Payne Haas was phenomenal.
Easy.
The guy's
he was
just
a nice
freak.
junior. He was a nice junior Haas. Have you seen his highlights when he was young?
No.
Was that the night? He was like.
Well, was he one? He was one in the new. Yes.
He was like a 20-year-old playing
Yes.
against 14-year-olds. That's his highlight, and they let him go.
Remember they let Willie Mason go too.
Yeah.
Willie Mason's another guy that let go. The less said about this game, the better. Sorry, Hosam.
Hassan will be happy. We'll say it's a fraction.
I said Brisbane 13 plus.
Easy, 13.
And
Like
I
30
hope,
plus.
yeah, and maybe that'll be the final nail in the coffin for Adam O'Brien. He came with massive raps from the Roosters, bro. Massive nothing, man. The last game of round 25 is at the 8th wonder of the world, Leichhardt Oval.
Points fest this
If it's dry, yes. If it's wet, no. I've got the West Tigers versus the Cowboys. Both sides are unchanged.
I feel like Tigers will go over these guys.
I think Adam Dewey will have a field day.
I feel like inside of their hearts, they feel like they have that chance, you know.
If they win and Roosters lose, it's going to be an interesting ladder the next couple of weeks.
You know, they're mathematically a chance of making it.
You need Roosters to lose.
You need Roosters and Dolphins. Yeah.
Okay, fun fact. Last year at Leichhardt, didn't the Tigers beat them by 70? And in the corresponding game, then the Cowboys at Townsville beat them by 70.
Yeah, it was.
Was that right, Zed?
I don't know if it was by 70, but it was too high.
No, sorry. The Tigers was 66-12 or 64-12, and then the Cowboys was 70-4.
Yeah,
wow.
That's two freshings. Yep.
So you're onto you're yes.
Yeah, they believe. I'm telling
Points
you.
fest.
I just think
Points fest.
talking about them getting better without Galvin, not because of Galvin.
Yeah.
I think because when Galvin was there, I think Luai was trying to be a halfback and it wasn't working. Now with Dewey running the team, Luai is playing more.
Dewey's so underrated, man.
Luai's back to his natural game. It's helped them out.
Terrell May just keeps on keeping on.
Cowboys' this season is over, so their defense is out the door. They'll just be playing backyard footy. And you got Tigers, they're going to be playing proper footy because of their finals hope. So that's why I feel like it's going to be a point fest.
How Terrell May didn't play Origin this year is...
Oh, well. He's not
your mate, Daily Flower.
As we said, he's not a daddy's boy.
Oh, he doesn't,
Doesn't fit the cut. How did Roosters get rid of him?
This is a Tigers.
We're all in the greens. Tigers
13 plus.
Yeah, so I just feel it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Brisbane Dolphins as well this game. Might be
I hope it's a high scoring game.
It might be like 40-30 or something.
Yeah.
Could be all out attack.
Let's see who the referee is. He might blow the P out of the whistle and stop it. But
Ashley Klein.
But like,
No.
Hasna said it might be a thing. Just Tigers, yeah.
Peter Goff, nah, he's okay.
As long as there's no females there, finally pushed them out.
Ziggy Bogolkowska and Liam Kennedy, no.
They had to run how many games?
You've been to Leichhardt? Tell us about your experience at Leichhardt. Remember that time? Who were you sitting in front of, Flower? Tell us the story quickly before we wrap it up.
I've had so
Listen,
many.
listen
Which
to
one? The Fox
Danny,
one or-
the one where
the
you
knockout.
who were you
Yeah.
sledging and their parents were sitting behind. I gave it away.
No, was Danny Williams, the knockout punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just saying, look, we were 14 years old, I think, 13 years old. Hussein was with me as well. Went with Abdul. So, yeah, we just break his neck and eventually, yeah, Danny Williams got up and...
Remember the time Danny Williams got up and
And
knocked out Anil? And the boys there were at the
was
game?
having a seat, like he had a fit. And it was Stephen Bell's parents. Because we were sitting in where the players sit,
Yeah.
the parents of the players. And yeah, Stephen Bell's parents, I think was his mum or dad. I just turned around and yeah, that stop that, cut it out. It's not nice.
Oh, bro, have you been to a game at Leichhardt?
I have once.
I love everything
Fine.
about it except the parking. You're gonna get they're like
Yeah,
seagulls at
it's worse.
park ranges. You're gonna get fined,
Like Cogra.
or you know what we did once? We paid an old lady $50 to park in a driveway, or you're gonna get fined.
Yeah.
And the toilets that you drive
Yeah,
you drive a pee or
Under a
crap
tree.
yourself. Yeah. But it's awesome,
It's
bro.
alright, it's
Walking,
like a stadium.
you walk up the hill and you got the hot doggy.
The good Leichhardt story was Little.
Jacob Liddell.
Yeah, like, I don't know, Tigers fans knew about him. They had big raps on him. He was a schoolboy's captain, I think, or he had massive raps, like next Cameron Smith. And we had a game, and I think it was his first game back from injury. He's like bandage, and he's like, go Leroy. I'm like, who the hell's Little? A guy turns around, he's like, he's the next Cameron Smith. I go, good luck. And he starts sledging Fox. Storm got a Fox from the feet.
Yep.
He goes, look at him, he's got skinny legs, he can't do it. As he's saying, like 20 seconds later, Fox, I think he took an intercept.
He scored a 90-meter try.
Yeah, he just broke through and went 90 minutes. I'm like, that was a bad trade for the Tigers. He just turned around like filthy.
He's the biggest sledger. He's on the WhatsApp group. He's the GOAT WhatsApp sledger.
Don't believe it, fellas.
Habib, that's who number one is.
I'll defend myself.
Another round of cracking footy. I hope Friday night lives up to expectations. Flower and Hasna.
Me too.
Both games.
I just feel, look, if the referees let it go, that's the thing.
Let's hope we're not talking about a referee howler
When refs let it
or an
games
interpretation.
go, when they let games flow, we get a lot better footy. So hopefully they let them go. Like the Storm Panthers, that was pretty. He let that go a lot. That was
The
a great
two
game.
best games this year were the Panthers versus Storms and the Panthers versus Dogs.
Yeah, both the referees stayed out of them.
Yeah, they let
So,
the
like,
ball
when
in play
yeah.
for him a long time.
My round 25. What was my in closing? What's Finch's final thought?
Oh, that was horrible.
Finch's final thought. I was working with a carpenter today.
Yeah.
And he goes, gave me a tip.
What is it?
He goes, measure twice, cut once. Have a good night, people.